It's very good to be meeting Lόρι Χάνσον from Canada at this conference. And I think in a way this reciprocal relationship and the building of it and the sustaining of a relationship between scientific knowledge and people's movements against an extractivist mindset is what might take a long time to achieve the goal to build a world which is sustainable for all of the life forms on it. But it's a good feeling to be at work together.
I agree. So I'm really pleased to be able to meet Annie, who's one of the members of the ΒΑ Χαλκιδική, who gives meaning to work that I do in other parts of the world that also works with people that are struggling against Canadian extractive industries, Canadian-owned extractive industries. And when I say Canadian, I think it's really important that by putting a Canadian face to the struggle, we realize that it's not the Canadian people, but it's the Canadian state and Canadian capital that allow these kinds of things to happen in countries like Greece, in countries like Nicaragua, in countries all over the world, all across Latin America, Africa, Europe, and that by people meeting together at these kinds of opportunities, at conferences, in forums, that we can transcend those kinds of borders that are states that are either complicit with capital or that are working against people can be denounced, and that we can do that together.
As a member of communities, of numerous communities who are at the moment struggling to give extractive industries their real face in Greece, it feels very, very resting that what you described, what you discussed at the conference does not have to be said from our side. It is stated as part of Canadian truth, because it is true that Canada is built on Indigenous land, yes, and an extractivist mindset which is supposed to be in the name of progress and well-being for all, which has never happened.
It's never happened.
But there is another Canadian voice also, and we here in Greece, because all our mind is full of Eldorado, is forgetting this, and it's very important that you are here saying it.
Canada's been built as an extractivist country. That's what the original intent was. That's what it continues to be. 70% of the world's mining companies are headquartered in Canada. So it's not a country with a benevolent history. It's not a country that has clean hands in terms of the kinds of destruction that mining has wrought around the world. And certainly it's not a country that's been free from conflict from mining. As I was mentioning yesterday, in the Latin American region, 33% of all the conflicts between communities and mining companies are from Canadian mining companies that are wreaking havoc on people's lives around the world with destructive practices, both technically destructive practices, harmful to the environment, and also harmful to community relations amongst people. So to be able to work together across that and put a human face to it and realize that the struggle in Halkidiki is the same struggle that people across the world have, I think gives strength to everybody.